In 2001, I found myself a very single and very busy father of 3 little girls. My career sometimes required me working until midnight, maybe later for most of the week. But I had more than just kids and work on my mind. Where was a guy like me to find love? Well, the internet, of course. I still remember the name of the site, ChristianSingles.com. Seems innocent enough, right? Oh boy. So I grabbed my computer, I logged in, I filled in some profile data, and then up pops multiple screens of possibilities all across the United States. Let me give you an idea. There were thin, there were tall, there were short, there were large, there were blonde, there were brunette, there were redhead, there were bald head. All kinds of possibilities. And I still remember some of the descriptions. Like, single mother of 1, busy career. Hobbies include drinking until I pass out and Sunday school. Okay, next. But there she was. I saw her. I saw the one that I thought, or maybe I was just settling after surfing for what seemed like hours. It was a bus shot, blonde, green eyes. Now I'm a short guy, I'm a small guy, so I'm looking for a somewhat respectively sized girl, and that's why I remember her stats. 5'7", blonde hair, green eyes, 130 pounds. She was a widowed mother of 1. She was local, so that was a plus, so we set a date. I arrived on time to pick up this young lady. I walk up to the door to knock, and there's a note on the door. Dear Matt, I am not ready yet. Please come inside until I am. I'm looking around for cameras. I'm looking for the neighbors who are going to be out there just slapping their knees. There's nothing. You know, I knock. No answer. Okay, this must be for real. So I fold the note up, crack the door open. You know, I look inside. I'm not going to just barge on in. I call out. There's no response. So I lock up in these situations. And when I lock up, I usually just keep going with the flow. So I go on in, and I make myself as comfy as I can on this couch. And, you know, which position do you take? You take this, you know, you take this, you take this. For 15 minutes, I wait on this girl. And so here comes somebody up the hall, and I don't think it's her, because I remember the description in my head, and here she comes. And she says, "Are you ready?" And again, I completely lock up. This is not the girl. The blonde hair and green eyes is the only thing that match. So I just play it cool. And I say, I am ready. You look great. Let's go. And so we hop in. We're headed to a steakhouse. And so on the way, we're making good time. The conversation is okay. And she says, "Oh, I noticed you're listening to whatever, KLTY, the Christian radio station." She says, "Is that what you listen to?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I like that." I said, "But sometimes I really like to turn up, you know, Beastie Boys and the Chili Peppers." "Oh," she says, "Well, I only listen to Christian music." That's it. Okay. All right, strike 1 with the profile, strike 2 with that. So I'm thinking, is she even a widow? I got all kinds of things going through my head. So we make it to the restaurant. We're sitting at our table, and we've ordered. And as we're waiting for our food, there's a song playing in the background. It's playing over the speaker in Yosemite, and it Sting's "Desert Gold." You've probably all heard this very popular song, but it's not played on the Christian radio. And she erupts. Oh my gosh, hear that? That's the song I'm doing my next dance recital to. I'm thinking, what? You know, strike three, but foul tip. You're still in the game. We'll carry this out because I haven't had my steak yet. Steak comes, we're eating. Her phone rings. It's the best friend. Just checking to make sure you're not dating an axe murderer. So we both get a chuckle out of that. Well, we order dessert. Before dessert comes, guess who shows up? The friend shows up at the restaurant, scoots her over, sits down in the seat next to her, and is just staring at me with these beady eyes, and she is chomping gum like a kid in an after-hours disco, and just going to town. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, never before did I wish any ill will on my children, but I'm just praying the babysitter is going to call and say, you know, your daughter severed her arm. So the friend my date looks at her friend and says, oh my gosh, you know, she's chewing this gum. Are you eating those diet pills again? Yes. You know, she's still staring at me. So there we were. My date, who's grossly misrepresented her body mass index, this girl, me, and I'm thinking, I gotta get out of here. But is she done? She's not done. She says, well, next week go to Carson's and shoot some pool, then we can go back to my house and cuddle. It's like, I don't think so. This date is over. I remember calling her about 2 days later and saying, look, I believe there's somebody for everybody out there, but I think our internet love connection hard line has been dug up and severed. Shalom.